so we can be mostly in the corner. Okay, we're
live. Yeah.
This is our first time on Facebook Live.
On the ice.
I think we're gonna wait for some people to start watching. I don't know if people are watching. Oh, there are two people. We have 2 people watching. 6 people watching. Welcome.
Hi,
Welcome
guys.
to our Facebook Live.
We're Maia Shibutani from the United States. We're figure skaters, to be more specific. We're ice dancers, and we're on the ice right now.
Yeah, so we live and train in the United States. We're at our rink in Canton, Michigan right now. We're actually brother and sister, so we're a sibling skating duo. Maia, you are how old?
I'm 22.
And I'm 25, so I'm the older brother. We started skating when...
I started skating when I was 4 and Alex was 7, and then we started skating together when we were 9 and 12, so that's been 13 years.
Yeah, so we've been skating together for 13 years. That's kind of a long time, but we love it, and we've been able to travel the world, and it's been a lot of great experiences, but a lot of hard work too. Right now we're finishing up our training day. We had a really early morning today. I woke up at 5:30. What time did you wake up?
I woke up around 5:30.
5:30,
Yeah.
okay. So we started on the ice at 8 o'clock, which is pretty typical for us. 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we're gonna be finished up pretty much as soon as we do this live stream, finish the live stream. And we're working on a lot of things right now, but mostly we're getting ready to go to Korea on Saturday, actually, for a big competition called the Four Continents Championships. And it'll be cool because, well, you tell them about it.
We get to compete in the Olympic venue. So like Alex said, we leave on Saturday for South Korea. It'll be really exciting to get a little bit of a preview for what it'll be like in about a year.
Yeah, so we're really excited about that, leaving for Korea on Saturday, celebrating with the rest of the world all over social media with 1 year to go to the 2018 Winter Olympics. So very excited about that. What else are we working on? After that competition?
After that competition, we have the World Championships at the end of March in Helsinki. So our season goes on until about then, and then we'll start working on our programs for the upcoming Olympic season, which will be really exciting.
Yeah. So let's see. There are some people commenting. Some people from India. 50 people have reacted to our video so far.
Very cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, so we're, again, if you're just tuning in, Maia and Alex Shibutani. We're a sibling figure skating team from the United States, celebrating 1 year to go.
We went to the Olympics for the first time in 2014. Since then, we feel like we've improved a lot, so we're really looking forward to training over the next year to show what we can do in 2018.
Yeah, we've definitely improved a lot since our first Olympic experience in Sochi, and so it's really exciting to be just 1 year out. I guess we're on the ice, so we should show that we've got our skates on. So yeah, we're on the ice right now at our training rink in Canton, Michigan, United States. Let's see. Back to us. We're the 2-time U.S. champions. We won the U.S. championships this January, 2017, and then also the year before in 2016, and we're 2-time world medalists. So going into Pyeongchang, we're really excited to make our mark.
And let's see some of the comments. Oh, someone missed our Instagram live yesterday. Yeah, it's been really fun celebrating a year out, like Alex said, with everyone.
But yeah, so I guess the Olympic Channel is wondering how was Sochi for us, and if we remember how it felt 1 year before our first Olympics. I mean, not having been through that experience yet, and having kind of 12, or I don't know how many years it was. It was a long time. It was 9 years up to that point of dreaming of going to the Olympics and wondering what that would be like and all the work that goes into it. Definitely a lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation when we were a year out from Sochi. Now it feels a little bit different. We're a lot more experienced. We've already gone through that first Olympic experience. So now it's just a good benchmark for us because it's not like we're just starting to train really hard now. We've been training really hard our entire career.
Yeah, so that first experience was really cool because one of the things that we had always dreamed of was walking in the opening ceremonies, and so that was such an amazing experience for us. And then I think since then we've just really matured a lot as athletes and as competitors, and so we've reached more of the grown-up phase of our career. I guess we were kids in Sochi, so we're really looking forward to Pyeongchang and all the excitement that'll come with being there.
And back to the Olympics a bit.
And thanks for the good wishes. We appreciate it.
Our first Olympics was such an amazing experience. We met so many people from all around the world, and those 2 weeks, I think we were pretty much smiling almost the entire time. We really soaked everything in, and it was really inspiring, and I think that those experiences have continued to drive us forward to these next games.
Okay, so then I think there are a couple of questions. Do you want to do like a question and answer, like Shib Sibs, brother sister?
Do you want to
thing?
explain Shib Sibs?
Okay, yeah. So actually, you know, we're brother sister, and I think when we were really young, we sort of developed the nickname Shib Sibs, and people ask us, you know, why we're called the Shib Sibs. Our last name is Shibutani, and so it's kind of the first half of our last name, combined with Sibs, short for siblings. So people call us the Shib Sibs, and it's kind of stuck. So.
It's the name of our YouTube channel too,
Yeah.
Shib Sibs, so we run with it now.
Do you want to do a question and answer? A little.
Sure. Okay. Who keeps a cleaner room?
What was that? Who keeps? Oh, okay. So the question is, who keeps a cleaner room?
I think me. I think it's safe to say me. Yeah.
Yeah, she's way cleaner than I am. What's another one?
Nicknames for each other? We don't really have nicknames for each other.
No, I don't think so.
No. Never really came up with anything for him. It's just Alex. It was simple. I think one of my first words was his name, Alex. We have fun videos and we just sang his name all the time. Okay, and then what's a weird habit of yours?
I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable talking about any weird habits. I don't have weird habits. Someone asked, what songs are you thinking of using this next year? So yeah, actually we're in the season, we're still competing in the season that happens before the Olympic Games. And so we're working on our programs right now. One of them is, we're skating to That's Life by Frank Sinatra, and we mashed it up with Jay-Z. And so that was really fun to do, and it's been a great program. And then the other one is very different. But we worked a lot on the music for that one. And so going into the Olympic year, it's really important that we have music that we really connect to. So we've been putting a lot of thought into it. I don't know if this is the right moment or platform to talk about, to reveal it. Wouldn't that be exciting though? But yeah, so we're definitely always thinking about music, and we're excited to get to work once the season ends and we're ready to, you know, begin the off-season preparations for the Olympic Games.
Okay, let's see.
Who takes longer to get ready? Me, for
but
sure.
you,
Yeah, just because I'm always late.
That kind of works into what annoys you about your sibling.
Yeah.
He's usually kind of late.
That
so,
I'm late.
yeah.
I'm working on it, but I feel like I've been saying that for a while. Let's see, what else? What is the last text you sent the other person? Oh, you should check that, because I'm
Okay.
using my phone for the Facebook Live, but...
I'll check that. I think the last thing I sent you was, what time are we leaving?
Oh,
Which
okay.
kind of fits perfectly with the whole being on time.
The reason why you were
situation.
asking what time we were leaving was because she needs to check in with me to make sure that I'm up, that I'm awake. I drive us to the rink every morning, and so that's part of our routine. So yeah, I think one of the things that, kind of jumping back into the Olympics and 1 year to go, we're really excited, obviously, to have the opportunity to hopefully be at the next Olympic Games in South Korea. And we mentioned it earlier on this Facebook Live, but we're going to be going to Korea this Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm. We're going to be going to Korea. I think we mentioned it earlier, but we'll be getting to skate in the Olympic venue. Just to have that experience, to start visualizing how it's going to be. It's really exciting. I think that there's some other competitions going on there right now. The Speed Skating World Championships are coming up, so it's just really cool to see athletes from all the sports starting to feel that excitement of the games coming up.
And we've had the opportunity to compete in Korea before, and we've always had really great experiences there. The skating fans, at least for figure skating, have been amazing and extremely supportive, and so I'm sure that it's going to be an amazing environment for us this coming week, but also a year from now at the Olympics. So very excited about that. I think, you know, Yoona Kim is obviously a pretty big deal in Korea, and so yeah, it's something to look forward to this week and next year. I'm figuring that because, where will you spend your holidays? That's a question that's being asked. We don't take days off.
Holiday?
What's a vacation?
What is
Skating is actually one of those, you know, a lot of people associate it with the Winter Olympics, and obviously it's a cold weather sport, I guess, but we do it indoors, and so for that reason, we're able to skate year-round.
We basically train year-round. As soon as the season's done, we're back to work at the rink developing our programs for the next season, so there isn't really an off-season with ice skating.
Yeah, but I think that, like, over the past year and a half, like, we didn't take a vacation last summer, but the creative process of putting together our programs ends up being pretty fun, depending on how we choose to push and challenge ourselves. So let's see, are there any other questions that we've missed? How many hours do you train a week?
Ooh, it kind of depends on the time of year that we're in. When we're starting to develop our new material, we spend pretty much all day at the rink. But then, for example, now I'd say maybe 4 to 5 hours a day on the ice, and then we also work out off the ice.
Yeah, so it's an on-ice, off-ice, you know, very intensive training situation. You know, we do take 2 days off on the weekend just to kind of let ourselves recover and heal. But yeah, at certain points during the year, we could be on the ice for, well, we were on the ice for like 10 or 12 hours during the summer. So yeah,
it happens.
it definitely varies. How do you guys find off-ice dance consultants? It's a network. We don't reveal our secrets.
We've been really lucky to work with so many awesome dancers and just people that inspire us. So when Alex was talking about our That's Life program, we worked with some members of Quest Crew, and that was incredible for this season. So we always just like to go to some authentic sources and some really creative people.
Yeah, one of the things that's awesome about figure skating is obviously it takes a lot of athleticism and a lot of strength and flexibility and things like that that are commonly associated with sports. But there's also an artistic component to it, which we really enjoy because it allows us to do something a little bit different every year and to constantly sort of stretch ourselves and push ourselves forward. And so that's nice because instead of, I mean, I envy, or I marvel at the athletes that are able to have the discipline to repeat the same thing over and over again. And so we really appreciate being able to mix things up.
We definitely have a lot of variety in what we're doing, whether it comes to our material or just how we train. So that challenge is something that we both really enjoy.
And then the cool thing is, like, we've been really lucky to meet and work with some amazing people that then become really good friends of ours. And so it doesn't end up feeling like work because we're just hanging out and coming up with cool stuff off the ice and on the ice. Okay. Are there any other questions that anyone happens to have? Did you have a question for me? I have a question for you. Can you do something with the phone? Like a skating move with the phone?
Sure. Ready?
Maybe, hopefully, like, we should
Should
give
I
a warning.
flip it so that it's their view? Like they see my view? Flip
Sure.
it over-
Yeah, that's the idea.
There we go.
Maybe you can do a set of twizzles or something?
Sure. Okay, so this
warn
is
them
our
of
rink.
Motion sickness.
Yeah. Watch out for motion sickness, but I'm gonna take you for a twizzle. Okay.
That was good. So a twizzle, if you were wondering, is a figure skating move that is very important in ice dancing, our discipline of figure skating. We really like to do twizzles. The important thing about doing great twizzles is rotating really fast, but then also being very much in sync with your partner. So obviously you got a little bit of a sense of how fast it feels like when you're rotating around. But yeah, is there anything else that we could show?
We can take them for a final lap before we close out the Facebook Live.
Maybe we can take you guys for a final lap, and then, like, we can do a lift with all of the people on Facebook Live.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you can see what it feels like, or maybe not see what it looks like to be up high over the ice.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put something down, and then we'll skate around it.
Sounds
And
good.
do that to close this Facebook Live and this 1 year to go celebration.
Okay, ready?
Okay, now tilt it up so that people can see.
And my foot's just on his hip.
Yeah.
And so that was the lift. So I think we're about wrapped up, but thank you so much for tuning in. This was a lot of fun to celebrate 1 year out.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate all the support. You know, obviously it's going to be a very exciting year coming up. So if you guys are interested in following us, check us out on Facebook. But again, enjoy the rest of the week.
Bye.